Welcome in, everybody. My name is Josh. This is Gaming Joy Channel, and we are playing some Planet Crafter today. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. And a special day. It's my birthday today. Yay! And as we can see, we're in yet another Planet Crafter. So what do we do? What are we doing here on Planet Crafter? If you guys remember, last time we were running back and forth from that area over there to bring in all the stuff we collected. Now, we didn't even finish doing that. We sort of did, but not really. Oh, we need water. Where's the water? Here it is. Let's drink that. Take one of those. Eat that. Not ready. Okay. So what we did is we created a new base, and I created a new base really close to the old one. The old one's right there. That one's still there, actually. We just moved everything over. All the storage moved over here, which took a little while. This is the vehicle station, and this is the rocket, and we can actually launch rockets, which is going to be fun. But today we're going to explore the dome, because that's what I want to explore. I like exploring more than anything else in this game. So we're going to explore the dome and see what else is going on. Over here at this other location, you can see I've got a significant amount of solar up on the roof. I've got a significant amount of power on the deck. And this whole place, this is the base we had before. This is all open, so we can put more heaters. We don't have any heaters to put in there yet, but and we have seeds and flowers and stuff like that here that we still have to bring over. This is what we wanted to do today. We're supposed to remove that. Take this, remove that. Doop, doop. Take that. And we're going to move the food growers all over here to the new base. I think this new base is kind of more centralized. We still haven't even gone back to the other base. And the other thing we can do to explore today would be to explore inside this tunnel. So supposedly a whole bunch of stuff in there, or it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. But yeah, so let's put these food growers here. How do I build in this game? Build. Where's the build? Totally forgot. Yoink. Food grower there. And then another food grower there. And another food grower. We need another aluminum and iron. Do we have aluminum anymore? Yeah. We'll do a fourth food grower right. Which way do I have it facing? Right here by the door. Open. Yoink. Yoink. And we'll do another squash, because squash are the best right now. There is better food than squash, but not right now. Alright, so now we have food growing. We have food to eat. And let's get some oxygen just in case we need it. That one's gone forever. And then we're going to go exploring. Yay! Exploring's the best. All right. So, we have our food and we have supplies. Well, welcome in, everybody. Chaser, who brought cake. I didn't bring... Oh my gosh, my camera's not working. Hold, please. face cam. Tiny. Properties. Reset it. Yoink. Okay, there we go. Hi. It's always dangerous to walk away from the computer instead of go around the back of the computer on a game that has like where you're constantly dying. So it's always a little dangerous to actually run away from that. Obviously, there's lots of stuff to collect in this basin here. And this basin will probably end up getting filled with water when it starts raining more. But we're not going to collect everything right now. We'll collect stuff later. Like all of this stuff needs to be collected. There's some stuff over there. There's that right there for creating heaters and drills and stuff. So we're going to have to do that later. No problem. Right now I'm focused on going to the dome. Speaking of focused on going to the dome, we should pick up enough supplies. Look at that. Almost all the supplies we need. One more iron and we're good. And we'll pick up 3 more iron for a storage. 1, 2, 3 for a storage. Look up another iron for a silicone and an iron to create a... Ooh. Oh, toxic area. Hold on. It was like right here, wasn't it? When do we get out of the toxic area? Okay. And where's the edge? There. So I'm going to build my little shelter. How do we build shelters? I don't even remember. It's been a while since I played this game. Boop. Oh, I need titanium. Thought I had titanium. There we go. Build. Then we're gonna come inside. And just like we kind of always do, this is like our standard pod. Build that, and then build a storage at least. Nothing to store right now, other than that. Let's go do some goo destruction. Yay. Goo, goo, goo. Go away, the goo. I don't like this goo thing. It is my focus, but to clear these areas is really good because then it takes away the toxicity and then I can just explore them like normal. These are uranium, which is used for power for nuclear reactors. So it's good to collect those because we will need more. We always need more power. More power. Ooh, chest. Well, welcome in. Thanks for everyone for being here. Thanks for being here. Waylon, Chaser, Jake, thanks for the birthday wishes. I greatly appreciate that. For me, it's just another Saturday. No more goo here. Let's walk around that pond. This lake pond area. I'm assuming there's gonna be. Whoa. Is that a waterfall? Is that a waterfall that you can only see at certain times? What are these? And why did that poison me? Ow. You know what? It didn't poison me. I've just been inside the toxic area for too long. Condolences. Thank you so much, Chaser. Uh-oh. I might not make it. There we go. I forgot about the toxic thing, that I'm not allowed to stay in the toxic zone. Oops. This and that can go in there. Let's go back, get more goo so we can live in that zone some more. Yeah. One more rolling over. No big deal. There's a lot of uranium in this area, which is good. You can always pick that up anytime we want. We don't have to pick it up now. And these will have uranium in them too. Yeah, see? All that uranium I'm picking up. Where's the tox? 17 out of 37. So there's a little meter up in the top right if you haven't played this version of the game that shows the number of toxic items in the area that you're in. And it's going to keep poisoning you until you clean them all up. So you have to find them all. And usually it's like in a zone of some kind. A general area. Right now this is this area around the lakes. Right? And so we're just going to keep fighting. And picking up the toxic goo. I'm full. We'll come out here, take a break, drink some water. And then we'll go to the dome. The dome will be fun. Okay, let's drink some water. Let's go here. Let's do that and that. Let's go find a couple iron so I can build another storage. Or two, maybe. Looking for iron here. I got 3 iron. Enough for 1 storage, that's enough for me. Storage, locker storage. Uranium is relatively easy to trim down, because to use the uranium, you for almost all the recipes you need to use uranium rods, and we're gonna need to craft those into uranium metals. And look, aluminum growing. That's what aluminum looks like coming out of the ground. Sulfur, nice. Got some chests to clear at some point. Let's clear these. I think this might be the last batch. Yeah, this is going to be the last batch for this area, which is really good. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. Model Houseman, thanks for coming in. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, exactly, Phil. It's just another day. I have to like do math to figure out how old I am. So it's just another day. Let's go up to the dome and create a little shelter by the dome. I'm assuming the dome is going to be another toxic area. I'm assuming. Holy crap, look at this thing. What the... Oh, we're gonna have to come in via the tram. So we're gonna have to come in via the tram here. That's how we're gonna have to get in. So we need silicone, a couple more iron. We have titanium, yep, okay. Let's I like these flowers growing on the rocks. They look kind of cool. It's kind of different. All right, let's go up here through this tram. Anything important here? Not really. Nothing I need right now. Another chest. Nothing important. The key here is going to be like building a little shelter right outside where it becomes toxic. Which is going to be somewhere around right there. Oh, shit. Building. That's not where I wanted to build it, but that's okay for now because I need the oxygen. Building there. Building platform there. So it doesn't look stupid. Deconstruct, deconstruct. And building a door. Let's build another platform. There's two of them. Actually, let's put the door here. And there we go. Let's build our... Some kind of storm going on out there. We need silicone. We need storage too. Get that stuff in there. We are out of supplies. Let's go back and get some supplies. Food, water, and whatnot. Unless there's some in this tram. There might have been. And then we can explore this thing. Is there food in here? No. But I'll take all of it anyways. Because it's in the way. Take all. Deconstruct. Get these out of here too. We're gonna head back to base real quick. Get some more supplies. I'll probably get a couple extra supplies to just leave in that area. So that we can do more. So that we can explore that whole dome. It's gonna be super fun. You can see the terraformation index up top. It's pretty much stalled at 12.71, even though I have lots of power at 12.72. It's like super slow now. And so the next phase of the terraformation part of Planet Crafter is going to be sending rockets. And we're not going to be able to get that number moving fast until we start sending multiple rockets. to do that, we need a bunch of supplies that we don't have. Not ready yet. Squash. That was ready. First of all, drink the water. Eat the squash. We'll eat that squash too. Start doing that stuff. This is how to get the most dense storage, is to glitch the cabinets into each other. And these cabinets have almost all plastic and water and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how to get as most storage as you can, is not having it like this where it faces out and you can actually see what's in it. I don't know what this stuff is for. But to like name them and whatnot, but to actually like put them side by side and kind of glitch them into each other, which doesn't look great, but whatever. It is the most dense, and there's this map, or this way of playing, aluminum, iridium, uranium. I see I have some uranium, and even have rocket engines, and then super alloy, because we're going to use a lot of this stuff to make super alloys at some point. Not that one, this one. That. We don't have a place for seeds. Yeah, but the only downside is you have to remember what's in each one, and I don't really remember, so I have to kind of like cycle through them. Put these here, put that there. I'll put the seeds in this side for now, I guess. There's not much space for them. Then I'm gonna grab 1, 2, 3 iron, 1, 2, 3 cobalt, and 1, 2, 3 aluminum, and make some super alloy. And then that gets rid of all the stuff in my storage. So super alloy goes here, and this is just a dump. And we'll name it dump. Okay, waiting for this food. It's not right. 99%. It's almost there. I'm just waiting for the food. So we've got a couple waters. Right. Let's do let's get some cobalt. I know I have storages of cobalt, but I'm gonna get more because why not? It's just here. The sooner I clean this ground, the better I'll feel about my completionist nature. Must collect everything. I always feel that way at every game I play. I have to complete everything. Hey, Kegarino, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Let's go. Looks like Phil got the #1 spot so far today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Squash. Squash. Oh, squash. Squash. Okay, got lots of squash. If you want to keep this menu open when you're crafting, hold down the control key. And it'll stay open. So now we have water and food. And that should be enough. And lots of oxygen. Let's head back to the dome. But yeah, so I'm doing exploration right now over instead of, or in lieu of, I guess, the terraformation part of this game. Like, this game is all about terraforming. I'm gonna move my face in the middle. Face, move to the middle. Right there. The goal of this game is terraformation, right? But the way that right now, the goo is more important to me than the terraformation in some weird way. I want to clear out the areas of the goo so that I can move on to terraformation. I want to do the terraformation first, right? Or second, I want to clear off the goo first. I want to see the storyline of the game before I start, like, really working to terraform this planet. Because the terraforming is what's important at the end. But the goo is more important now, because if the goo is here, I can't explore, right? Because we have this area here. Oh, wrong way. Let's do this. Okay. Food, water, oxygen. We have everything we need. Let's go hunt down some goo. It's kind of fun to see like what you uncover when you're clearing up the goo. So it's not just like a run into the place and do it. It's a explore. And like in previous maps for this game, the exploration was a little bit of like you're in these dark and powered off crashed spaceships and stuff like that, which were really cool. But in they were a little bit of like a maze. But that was like what the exploration was. And I really like how in this version of the game, the exploration is very kind of open. And you're exploring these very open bases that have rooms and buildings and stuff like that. But it's bigger. There's a bigger scale to it. And I enjoy that. 19 out of 74. Okay, that. Okay. I gotta get back up to my platform now before I die. Because I'm about to die. And I don't have that much food with me, so I don't want to waste my health on this little meter in the middle. That. We should have some more storage here. Let's get some debris or something like that and get some storage. What's this? Oh, I bet you this is like the... Is this an elevator? Aw. It's an elevator. Wow. Not really. Let's check this chest. More tungsten. Nice. Ooh, osmium. That's like one of the rare resources that we're going to have to search for a lot of. Is osmium. Osmium is required for one of the next things we have to build. And so we're going to have to look for a lot of osmium. And this is actually what I wanted. I wanted scraps. I'm trying to find iron. Did I get an iron? I got one. This is like the tram going the other way. Oh, that one actually might be working. Interesting. Okay. Where does this tram go? This tram area seems a little overgrown. Disappears at 100 GPU purification. Who knows where I am at that? But basically that stuff is going to go away. Okay. I'm already lost. Which is my platform. Because I'm about to die again. Just made it. T1 algae generator. Oh, nice. Nice. That's like a normal progress thing. We don't have any space, so I'm just gonna start dumping stuff in the corner. We don't have storage, but we do have now a pile of poop. My wife and I used to like to play Borderlands. And with Borderlands, it's kind of like this game where you just collect so much stuff. And with Borderlands especially, specifically, you're collecting weapons like non-stop. Like every enemy you kill gives you weapons. And every enemy you kill gives you, like, not necessarily good weapons, but they all give you weapons. Right? And your inventory is just full of weapons. And most of them are crap, right? But you're looking for those perfect good weapons, or the ones that, you know, go with your playing style or whatever. So what we would do when we're playing is after every big battle, right? We'd both of us would go off in like a corner, and we'd poop. We'd call it, well, I'm gonna go poop, and and we'd basically go off in a corner and like just dump all of the crap that we don't want on the ground. We just poop it all out. That's what we called it. Pooping on the ground. Very much like I just did in my little shelter here. Of just dumping the stuff that I don't need at that moment or can't put into a normal storage. The problem is now I have to pick it all up. Did I get the iron? I did. I need water. And this can go here. I'm gonna put the goo in here. I'll put the special stuff in here, and I'll put the crap on the ground. Feels dirty to put something like so important in this game, like super alloy or osmium, just like dumping it on the ground. That feels bad. That feels weird. Those and those go there. And that's no, yeah, this is the container. Okay. So I'm putting the special stuff in here, and the rest I'm gonna poop onto the ground because I don't need it right now. And I'll put the water in here because I have enough water. And we can sort things, and everything's nice. Good? Good. All right. Let's go explore some more. Get rid of some more goo. Do we have more goo up here to get rid of? I don't think so. I think we got all the stuff up here. What we need to do now is go in this. Is this it? Yes. We need to take the ramp down. And I have a flashlight, but it's not really a good flashlight. I mean, that's it. And then it does that weird glow thing. 33 out of 74. We're actually almost halfway with clearing this area, which is very cool. That's not the one I was pointing at. I guess they're overlapping or something. What is here? Oh, there looks like some living areas in here. Cool. I saw something in this music to my ears, or very exciting to see. These things, when you see these things, you can deconstruct those and then build your own. It gives you enough supplies to build your own, and there's 2 of them. Which means that we'll be able to have enough power for stuff. All right, let's focus on goo. We'll come back later and get the oh, nice. Oxygen is always good to have. This is a cool looking area. I like that. What? This looks like a hangar with nothing inside. That's weird. Okay. We're over here, and this is osmium. We're going to collect the osmium because the osmium is important to, like, everything. Okay. There's nothing in there. So where are we right now? Are we, like, behind the... I think we're behind it. There's tungsten. There's a nice little lake there. So we're behind it. Let's go put a little air base over here. I mean, we're not going to have enough air to do it ourselves, but let's make a little base over here by this lake just for safety's sake, and we'll go back in and finish exploring that area. So do our normal, collect the iron, silicon and iron look very similar. Titanium, iron. Still in the poison zone, except right here I get back out of it, so let's do our shelter. Oh, this one. Boop. There we go. Get our oxygen back. So we have a little shelter over here. The waterfall is kind of weird. Like, you see that? See that with a waterfall? Look at this. The waterfall from far away looks like it was falling, and then when you got close to it, it went away. But this itself is a whole nother area to clean and clear the goo from. We'll do it while we're here. Oh. Let's do... I don't have enough for storage, so... Actually, can we find enough for storage? Oops. I dropped an osmium. Oh, there it is. I knew I dropped something important. Let's find enough for storage. Or two. Iron. And eventually, once I get the vehicle, which I think we can build today, we'll just drive around all these places and collect all the stuff, because the vehicles have storage in them. And there's a neat little trick about the vehicle storage and getting the vehicles around the place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. One more. Titanium. Building. Okay. Whole purpose here. Boop. That. That. We'll come back here and do more cleanup over later. Right now we're going to get rid of all that. We're going to put all the iron in here that we had for storage and that one. We're going to leave with just the osmium. There we go. Welcome and thanks for being here, folks. This is pretty fun. This dome is crazy. And I'm a little bummed there was only like 5 or 6 osmium right here, because we need a lot more than that. We're gonna need a lot more osmium. Because you need the osmium for building something to do with rockets, I think. No, we have to build a bunch of these too. These drills. We haven't built very many of them. We have to. I don't think we've built any. We do need to do that. Toxic goo storage. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That's cool. I didn't realize I had that. Ah. Let's deconstruct these while we're here. Thank you. Oh, there's tons of stuff to deconstruct out around here. Electronic scraps. I feel like we're supposed to go down there and figure out how to get there. You know what I mean? I don't know what's there, but I feel like we're supposed to figure that out. But there's no way to get there. Like, I can jump. But if I jump, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get back. You know what I mean? Food. Water. Like, I don't know if I jump off here, if I'm going to be able to get back down. Get back up. I suppose we could save our game and test it. Yes. Alright, let's check these chests out. Do I have enough space? Yeah. No, I don't really care about that. That's fine. Thank you, I guess. We'll take these for building another storage. Not useful. More osmium. Swap the crappy stuff for the new stuff. Cool. Alright, that's fun. Alright, now we're full. Gotta head back up the ramp before we die. One thing this game does in all their maps, they do a really good job of, is showing this like the things you can build and the things you can craft and the things you can find and the buildings you can find. They're very consistent, like with the look and feel, which I like. I think it's great. Okay. Goo. Tons of good stuff. Let's do that. Super alloy. Aluminum. Not what I wanted to do. Thank you. Goo. Goo. Alright. Now do we finish? We didn't finish this area yet. That's the thing that's confusing me. We haven't finished that area. So let's swap storages here. Take that, let's take all the good stuff home. Let's take all the good stuff home. That's pretty much all the good stuff. Don't need all the extra water. We do need 1 water. Yes, that's all the good stuff. All right, we're gonna head back to the base, drop off this extra good stuff, and see if we can figure out that toxic goo storage. Maybe I build a couple of those over here to do exactly what they're supposed to do, help with the cleanup. Maybe. But I'm gonna need some of that plastic that I have a whole ton of. I have a lot of the plastic. And I think we have enough materials now to build the car. One of the cool things about the car, from an exploration standpoint, is when you're driving the car, you're inside a pressure sealed area, which means you don't have to deal with oxygen, which is handy dandy. I'm going to put the osmium in the super alloy. In that one. That there. That there. 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 See, look at that. All cleaned up. Okay, let's get the plastic. Where's the plastic? Plastic. And let's build this goo storage thing that I saw. Silicone and plastic. I'm going to build one right here. Even though we don't really need it here, I'm going to build it here just to see what it looks like. Why are you having weird problems with where you go? Oh, it's a little bit tall. Can it go outside? Ooh, it can go outside. Well, that's cool. Oh my goodness. Nice. And the question is, does it work for other stuff? So sometimes, let's get some of the other supplies, right? So a lot of this stuff for the goo, it'll work for anything. No, okay. This one only works for the goo. That's super handy to know. Okay, let's do that. So let's move that back, and it's raining. Move that back. Move that back. We're going to bring these things here for where we're exploring. Like 4 of those, grab some silicone on the way. Super awesome. Not squash. Grab some food. Grab some water. And actually, since it's raining, we can build a water catchment. Atmospheric water collector. Iron, everything, and super alloy. Okay. Aluminum, titanium, silicone, magnesium, whoops, cobalt, iron, and super alloy. And one more aluminum will build 2, maybe. So I get it. I think I got everything. There is a way to have like a recipe thing that goes on the screen, but I haven't done that yet, so. Okay. Let's build an atmospheric water collector. We're going to build it right here. No, we're going to build it right here. Boop. Because it's freaking huge. We need one more silicone to build 2. So what happens is the atmospheric water collector is how you collect water when it starts raining, right? And so we can come in here, we can open it, and we're gonna get bottles of water. But the reason is, as soon as it starts raining, the ice starts to melt. So there's ice everywhere on the planet, on the ground, and as soon as it starts raining, these things are your source for water. So that's important. I guess we didn't need titanium for that build. Okay, we got some extra food. We got 4 of these. We just need 4 silicone. We'll get that on the way. Let's get the car, actually. Alright, let's build the car. The rover. It's not a car, it's a rover. And just so we can see it, right? Because the rover has some cool stuff where you have to build extra stuff. So, iron, fabric, rocket engine. Oh, that's why I didn't build it. It needs fabric. And we have fabric, but it's over at the other base. Let's go get it. Why not? Let's go over to the other base, collect some stuff, come back here just to see what happens. See, that's like an extra poisonous area, but it's new. It looks cool. Can I use this? I think so. Yes. And maybe we'll explore the tunnel area. I know I'm not done with the dome, but, you know, whatever. Because you can see here... Oh, I didn't know you can move with the door open. Like, there's areas in here to explore. Like, there's a platform there to get off on, a station to get off on. There looks like there's stuff down the ground. There's a goo area to clear, like right in here. I can see the goo as we drive along. Interesting that the train car protects us from the goo. That's interesting. Now we're back where we started. Isn't that crazy? It's been so long since we were back here. What are we gonna do? It's like I remember all these little bases that I built back in the day with all of this stuff. It's just here. Oh, look, actual space food. So anyways, we're going to check our supplies and try to find some fabric at one of our drop points. Oh, we should get some ice while we're here because this is the only place to get it. It's going to run out very soon. Now that we started getting water, ice is going to go away. We need to drink water, eat food, ores, special. We have a blue chip we haven't done yet? Oh my gosh. Look at me being like a really bad player and like not. Those are definitely special. Goo. I'll take all that. Tier 2 backpack. Okay. Hey, Gamer Shadow, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. These are all our like starter bases, and we don't even need to come back to this. We don't. It's all like immaterial at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's just toxins. Let's take all and clear out all this stuff. We could build polymers with it, I guess. Toxins. Come in here, do this. Polymer. 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 More toxins. Plastics. Polymer. Oh, this one has separate place for polymer. Okay. Plastics. So this will process stuff. Whatever. Alright. Is there anything else stored here that I need? Not really. That one. Water. Okay, we have some water for ice here. This is our other base, quote unquote base that we started off on. This is where we kind of started the gameplay, was over here. This is our first quote unquote main base. Let's go down the lake. Grab these, because we have a couple of these sitting around that are just collecting toxic stuff, which we have to do. So much like maintenance stuff to do in this game. Maintaining your machines, keeping them going, making sure they're constantly, you know, making the environment better or whatever. There we go. We'll save the water in there. We have our displays here, so let's unlock a chip. Decode. We got T4 mining speed. That's really, really good to get. Got some food. It's also very good to get. So if we look at our how our stats are going, oxygen is stalled. Like it's generating more oxygen, but it's like just not generating fast enough. Heat is pretty much stalled also. Pressure is coming up. Purification is doing pretty good. But I mean, to get those things to move forward, we'd have to build more of, where is this? The top? We'd have to build more of the, this thing. We'd have to build more of these purifiers. And it takes a lot of plastic, which we have a lot of. So we have a couple of these already built. We need to build more of these. And the problem is the purification gel is annoying to make. So if we take here, we have one purification gel. But if I remember correctly, the purification gel is annoying to make. Yeah, purified water, pristine mushroom. And so it takes, where's the water? It takes these, which you have to get from the water, like the lakes or whatever. And mushrooms, which are like the rare thing in this game. Like, we have a couple of them, right? But not a lot. Right, so we made a bunch of those, and then what was the crafting recipe for this? We can build a couple of them, I guess. We have this stuff for it. Let's go build a couple. This is our purification zone. I don't know why. I just started building here. It's just like, I like having the things collected together. And this is just a bigger version of the previous thing. Look at this thing. That's freaking huge. We need more polymers. Let's take all that. Yeah, I think I can build 2 more. So as you can see, like, you level up pretty quickly, right? With the game. Like, you level up with like the size of the things you're building. And now we have all these purification towers, which are purifying the atmosphere, which we didn't have before. But now if we look at our numbers, purification, now this number should be going up a little bit faster, but it looks like it's stalled. So whatever. Anyways, that's the next stage. And then this is vegetation renewal. So right now we're getting some more vegetation coming back, and then we're going towards a purified atmosphere. And once the purified atmosphere is there, 23% purification, 467 out of 2,000 toxic goo cleaned up. I can't believe it's that low. That's super low. Oh my gosh, really? I feel like we haven't done anything now. I feel like I'm like not moving at all in this game. This gameplay. Anyways, so let's put these over here. Actually, we'll take this back to our main base. I'm gonna take these water things back to our main base too. What is this used for? Oh, it's for you. This. So, wait, what? Toxins. Because you also have to use the water to create these, which are used to create that one, so. Alright, so we're creating those, which are then used to create this thing. Well, you need more purified water, so it's all about that purified water. Right? And we don't have enough of it. We don't have any at all. I mean, we're making it here, but this requires this. So it's basically to make one purification capsule, it requires 2 purified water, and it requires the mushrooms, which you don't have. So, like, all of this stuff is needed. I don't know where the mushrooms are. I'm gone. But anyways, the whole reason we came over here, the whole reason we came over this side of the mountain, this side of the base, was for this fabric. That's the whole reason we came here. So let's get rid of this stuff. Let's get rid of that. We'll bring these back because it might as well get them all in one place. We don't really need seeds right now, though we should have plenty of seed things. We should come back and put out some more seed things. Iron is good to have. What's over here? Veggies. Okay. Is there anything else I'm missing out on? Build vegetubes all day long. And we should be. How many? I have enough to build 2 tier 3 drills. Let's do the tier 3 drills right now while I'm at it. Tier 3 drill. 2 titanium, 2 iron. 4 titanium, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a drilling area up here. And the drills just need iron. And we'll leave the other ones here. This one, boop. There. Those will just speed up our heat process, because this brings up the heat 0.025 per second. This one is 0.01 per second. Right, so it's not very much. But as you can see, like, these plants weren't here, so a lot of these like little plant growths, as we go around the map, we'll see more of that as time moves on. whole goal was the rover, and we're still getting distracted, which is kind of part of the course for me. You guys know that well enough by now. I am very much a... Oh, squirrel. Ah, nice. More toxic water. These things work pretty fast. We need more of those purification towers too. So all of this is important. Put the ice there. Because ice stays forever. Because that's super logical. Toxins. Microplastics. Waters. Not what I wanted to do. Make these. Take this. Use up a lot of that stuff right away. Okay, put that there. Take that with us. Toxins is full. Microplastics full. Put that there. Take our supplies. Take the fabric. That one. And then as much water as we can carry. We'll also take 2 lerma seeds. Actually, we'll take 4 lerma seeds. I'll show you what the lerma seeds are for once we get there. All right, here we go. Here we go. I totally just went right off the track. I was looking at my phone. Somebody sent me a happy birthday message, so you gotta accept those messages. Wow, I just got a happy birthday message from a friend of mine from, like, who I haven't seen in 10 years at least. That's super awesome. I love it when people, like, from your past remember you and, like, reach out. I love that. All right. We got our fabric. That was the whole purpose of all of that running around. Was just fabric. Yeah, this area looks like a cool area to explore a little bit of. Maybe we should do that after this. Oh, you know what? The tram. Can I stop the tram? Can I stop it? No. It's just go from one area to the other. Oh, and there's some stuff in the container here, which is actually good stuff. I'll leave a food in here. All right. Just jump off. Willy-nilly. All right, what are we doing? Okay, what do we have with us? We have a lot of stuff with us. This can go in here for now. Okay, that's fine. Plants. That can go in there. These are not plants. These are like... I think those are things for the spaceship. The rockets. I'm not sure, though. Okay. Let's put the fabric in our inventory, actually. Let's eat this before we die. Put the aluminum in storage. We have a bunch of mushrooms here. So we can build more of these purification shells, which will be great. We'll do a couple more of those here. First, are these ready? Yeah. You want to clear these out so that you have space for food. Anyways, to build the rockets, to build the rover, we need, I don't remember what. I think it was this, something like that, and something like this. I don't know. I'll bring those supplies. I think that's most of it. Craft vehicle. No, I was close. Silicon, uranium. We did not need aluminum at all. Uranium, I'll get 2. Silicon, we'll get 2. You'll see why I'm getting more than one in a minute. Boop. Vehicle rover. Hold on, folks. We have a guest. That was for my child. Yay, happy birthday. Thank you. We have a vehicle and we have our rover. So this is our rover. This is the rover, and it has its own storage area, which is awesome. And it also has these little chips, right? And the chips kind of work just like your own inventory slots, except it's vehicle based. So if I want to increase the number of equipment slots, I need to build this at T1 vehicle equipment increase. So let's do that right now. So we're going to upgrade the rover a little bit just so it's more usable. And create these same kind of like upgrade chips, right? Like that one. Do that. And then we come here and then we put this there. And now we have 5 slots, right? Like little stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Speed increase, we need zeolite, which we don't have yet, but we will get eventually. We get lights and a beacon. We need zeolite. I'm a feeling zeolite's going to be in the tunnel. But we made a rover, and the cool thing is you have your inventory with the rover, and then you also have the rover's inventory, which is pretty substantial. So it's a matter of being able to store all of that stuff. Why is that not getting processed? Oh, maybe this is full. Holy crap, that's totally full. I don't know where I'm putting stuff. Oh, I'm putting the goo over here. No. Put that there. Actually, go back here. Put that there. Take that. Take that. Put that there. Thank you. Goo is going over here. I don't have the ability to build signs or anything, so we have to just kind of wing it. Take all. Here. Take all. Here. That there. That there. And that's there. My gosh, so much stuff. Let's take all of this. This is not where it goes. It goes over here. Gotta organize. It's partially also organizing in my head because I'm the one who has to remember where this stuff is. Okay. Whatever. Put that there. Put that there. Actually, the water should not go there. So let's do this. This is water. Where water should go. This is not where water should go. This is where water should go. This is for tungsten. Water. Not water. Plastics. Chlorine dioxide, I guess. And that one, and then this one, we're going to put these. And that can go there. There we go. Slowly organizing. I'm gonna have to come in and craft the heck out of this stuff at some point. But for now, that's all we need. Okay, so we can't do anything else with the rover because we need the osmium. So we have to go find osmium. Now, osmium is something that's on the map, and it shows up right around the time where we're at now, which is when the plants start showing up, right? And that's when it starts showing up, so we have to go find it. And it's not easy to find. So, iron. And then in the water case is where we're going to put this. That's not where that goes. That goes somewhere over here, maybe? Whatever. Let's drink one of those waters. Let's eat to fill up. And let's go exploring. Do I have enough? Yep. And then, because we always need it. We never remember to bring it. 1, 2, 3 iron. An extra iron 3 for the storage. 2 titanium and 1 silicone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 titanium, 1 silicone. And then we need a titanium, a silicone. And an iron. 4 things. So now I have enough to build myself a shelter. So where we find the osmium is usually like this. These kind of places is where we find the osmium. It's like usually hidden underneath like an edge. It usually hangs down from like these woods. The wood. So these are not osmium, which is weird. But that's kind of the typical place where you're going to find osmium. Is these places like this. Like, or at least that's the way it was in the previous version of the game. Right? So that's where we would find osmium. And osmium is, and there's also like areas for osmium, and we haven't explored more than like maybe 30-40% of this map. So this map is still very large. There will be an area where we just find osmium left, right, and center. And eventually we're gonna have to start drilling. So that's the whole reason for the osmium. I'm sorry, the zeolite is the one you find underneath things. Okay. Ooh, these caves look awesome. Maybe we'll find some zeolite up here. Up in this joint. The zeolite we need to find. Osmium is what we need for drills. So to make a drill is basically a machine that's constantly collecting ores for you from the ground. And if you put the drills in certain areas. Pristine mushroom. Nice. We need pristine mushrooms for a lot of things. So this is actually good that we're finding a lot of them. Nothing in this water source. Okay. Stuff. None of it's really important. I like how they shortened the climbing actions that you have to do all the time into just a single click. We have a goo area. Yep. Where's the goo area end? Nice. We're gonna build our shelter. Again, we build the same thing every time because it's important to be consistent. But we need all this stuff all the time. And then I can put away all the stuff that I don't need right now. Save for later. And free up my inventory for goo. And there's only 33 in this area. That's not bad. We should have brought one of the things to make plastic. So we can make the goo storage thing. Maybe we'll, if we have enough, we collect enough stuff, we'll make that. Yes. We'll need the goo storage. Yep. These are early game, like the stuff we're finding is very early game stuff. So let's build this thing. This. And to make plastic, we need toxins and polymers, which means we need this thing, which we need titanium and iron. We have iron, but we don't have titanium. And that's kind of built in a bad place. Okay. This thing, we need titanium. We just need titanium. We're not going to find titanium in here. Let's go outside quick and get some titanium. Actually, we'll get titanium from these. Right? Yes. We got titanium. Mushroom. Mushroom. Shiny spore thing. All I need to do is make plastics. That. There. Put the goo in here, put that in there. That'll process into the things we need for plastics, which is great. And then we'll put all this stuff in here. Organize. Take that out. Do we have enough space for another storage? I don't think we do. I think we need to build another building. This little hut is not big enough. Living compartment. There. Sounds like my rocket is my jetpack is on all the time right now. But I think it's that thing that's being. I think it's this thing. I think it's just the same sound effect. Okay. Processing. We need that. We need that. Oh, we're almost there. Come on, come on, come on. We can do it. We can do it. And we've done it. And we can build this thing somewhere here. Do we need to build a platform? I want to build it right here. Need more iron. Should be enough. Oh, you can get these. Put this right here. And then build this right here. And now we can just drop off our... Oh, it'll take toxic spores too. Nice. So it'll take goo and toxic spores. Alright. Alright, well, now we have stuff happening. We have toxic control. Alright, let's finish all of that just to be able to explore. But it's cool that you can like set up like little encampments anywhere you want. And I think that's one of the things that makes this game cool. Is you don't have to just do one base. You can do like little teeny mini bases like that all over the place. Hey Joseph, welcome in. And it's totally fine. And that's kind of like the way the game's built, is to support these kind of mini encampment things. And to be able to just take what's in the environment around you, build what you need to do what you need to do at that time, and then go to the next area. And so I really think this game is not designed for like bases. Even though I end up making more than, not like designed for a single base. Like it's designed for multiple. It's designed to be expanded. Right? It's designed to grow and just kind of dynamically grow as you play the game, right? Put all that stuff in there. And the stuff we're not doing goes in there, which is really awesome. I love this new container. This is actually a really fantastic addition to the game. We'll eventually have to link all this stuff up, but I can do that on my own. We need water. Food would be good. We're now out of water and food. Have this water, we'll bring that with us. Actually, we have this food. So we have water and food, we're good. All right. $19 out of 33 for this area. So I'm assuming that's the cave areas as a whole. We're at 19 out of 33. Which isn't bad. Clear one more area in our list of 2,000 goo to clean up on this map. Oh my gosh. I'm like not even thinking about terraforming because I'm spending so much time clearing goo. Dealing with the toxic nature of this map. Always look under the edges of rocks. Whenever you see rocks or trees that are like kind of like hovering or provide a ledge or something that you can get under. Hold on, I blow my nose. Those are the areas we're looking for osmium. Not osmium, I'm sorry. What's it called? Zecolite. Which is what we need to upgrade our vehicle. It's basically the only use for that thing is this stuff. We're almost full. Alright, let's grab a piece of this. Head back. I don't know where back is, actually. How do I get out of here? It's over here. Put that there. Put that there. This is actually important. Fertilizer. We're going to need that soon. So that's actually a good thing to find that we found. The rest of the stuff just needs to come in here. Dump that. It's nice that we found some water, and so we can use that water and this food. All good things we're finding. Nothing's bad. Let's clear the cave. 28 out of 33. We are close. Again, when you see these wood formations, look underneath because that's where the zecolite grows. And it's something that actually regrows as far if I remember correctly. Grab the mushroom. Thank you. I only clicked on that 4 times, so, you know, not that important. This might be the last bit of goo in this area. Yep. And we've cleared the tunnel. And this right here, actually, if we look, this is the tunnel back to the starting area. We've never gone to this platform. What's on this platform? Just a bunch of stuff to deconstruct. Nothing special. It's a nice little overlook, though. And look, again, there's that, like, that animation. I don't know what that's for. I think that's just, like, new stuff forming, and we're seeing it for the first time. Oh, I saw... No, that's water. We haven't... There's I think there's also an area over here to explore, which we can maybe do next time. But I think we're getting close to all those things. So, how are we on inventory space? We got plenty of space. So let's collect some stuff. Oh, that's cool looking. See that? Let's collect stuff, fill up. Takes back to the mini base. Let the mini base process some things. We explored in here, didn't we? Yeah, this is where we're supposed to be going. I'm looking for zecolite. I really want that zecolite. Mainly because the rover is like painfully slow initially. And so it's almost not fun to use if initially when you first get it because it's so slow. What's that? This. Take all. All the stuff that's being processed. Okay, now we have to like sort of organize to decide what we're bringing back. So let's bring back the important stuff. That. Don't need these. This is like non-important stuff that I'll eventually bring back, but not right now. Aluminum. You don't really need the microplastics. Move that down here. That. That, maybe that. That. Ooh, definitely that. That. And that. So that's just stuff. More stuff. But everything else is the stuff that we want to bring with us. Let's leave an oxygen and a water and a food in here just for emergency situations. Right? That's important. And then just head back with what we have. And our terraformation index is still going up. It's just not going up fast. It's going up slow. I feel like these things are going to become that thing I'm looking for, the Zecolite. That's what I feel like. All right, let's focus a little bit on terraformation right now. Okay. How do we focus on terraformation? Okay, we have tons of stuff. We need growing plants. We need a not full inventory. Let's put this here. Mushrooms. 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 Put that there for now. Sulfur and osmium. That's good. Uranium. Iridium. Do I have enough to make one? Yes, I do. So iridium. Yeah. I don't know if I'm actually high enough right now. I might not be. I'm thinking because this building being here that I'm high enough, but I don't know. You don't want to build in the low areas. And that is, you have to learn the hard way because your stuff ends up being underwater. But did I just lose the game? I just lost something. That was weird. All right, so we're working on terraforming real quick. This thing I need aluminum, silicone, and one iridium rod, so I can build 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Iridium, 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the recipe? Silicone and titanium. So I need titanium, 1, 2, 3, 4. Silicone, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna go build that. And the honest answer is maybe I should have built up here and not where I am. We'll see. I mean, the game will progress when the game progresses. You know what I mean? Like it's just how it happens. So we're gonna build a heater. See? Nice. Nice. Okay. We're working a little bit on terraformation right now, building up some heaters and drills and whatnot with the supplies that we have, because we should be and we're not. So our terraformation is going slow. All right, what's the next thing? The next thing is this nuclear reactor. We need water bottles, super alloy. So to build this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Wait, how many do we need? Only 1 rod. Okay, these plants are getting in my way. And these seeds are getting in my way for building things. I don't need that right now. I'm working here, folks. Uranium. You always have to build more power than you think you need. So we're going to build some more power. We have 4 of these. 5. Let's keep 1, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough for 2, I think. 4? How many to get to 4? I have enough for 4 nuclear reactors. And to do that, I need 8 water bottles. Do I have enough space for 8 water bottles? No. But I should have water here. 4. 4. Nice. And then iron. And we're good. We'll go with some more power. Dinner. That's a good question. We're going to do like an early lunch dinner thing at a new restaurant that opened up in town. It's a Korean barbecue restaurant. Or no, I'm sorry. Not Korean. It's Korean. Yeah, it's Korean barbecue where they like you get to like cook in front of yourself. And I'm very excited about it because we've been there once or twice so far. It's very, very good. And it's my birthday, so we're gonna get like the premium menu or whatever. Oh wait, hold on. I need to use one of those waters. We don't do that very often. It's not a. It's like a special treat. So I'm very excited about that. And it was weird. It's like we've been wanting that type. We like that kind of food, and we've been wanting one of those restaurants to be in this area for a while now. There we go. And now we have a bunch of power, a whole bunch of power. Look at this. We got, how many did we get? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Whatever. The game will count them for us. All right, let's go look at our stats. And so what happened is that the local golf course of all places, like your kind of like upper class area of the most upper class area of town, the golf course, the Korean barbecue place is inside the, like right next to the pro shop of the golf course. So the owners of the golf course must be, I'm assuming they're Asian if they're going to be building a Korean barbecue place inside their building of choice, right? Anyways, let's do the drill. So 2 iron, 2 titanium, 2 aluminum. That one's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6. So 3. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 titanium, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aluminum. And this is that drill we were building earlier. And I'm going to build drills in this area right here, which is not really being used for anything else. So I'm going to build drills here. It's kind of like right near the power source. It don't matter. Again, we're seeing these trees, and usually that's where the Zeekolite is, so... T2 drill. Boop. 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 Okay. We're running out of aluminum. Oh, actually, I saw some aluminum up here earlier. Yeah, I know. Like, there's no way you'd have a Korean barbecue place at a golf course. But it's freaking awesome. We've been there. And so this restaurant, it's not called Korean barbecue. It's called, like, I forget, Paradise Grill or something like that, right? So it's not just Korean barbecue. And when I'm like, oh, there's Korean barbecue, I heard it from like another father. I'm like, oh, there's Korean barbecue. Yeah, that's cool. We love Korean barbecue, but it's not just Korean barbecue. It's like the trifecta. So this place is seriously awesome because it's Korean barbecue and hot pot, like shabu shabu hot pot kind of thing, and sushi all in one place. And it's all you can eat for all of it. You have like a 2-hour time limit or something like that. But it's all 3 of those really awesome things. And so basically it's like, and you can get them like combined. So you can get like shabu shabu and Korean grill. All you can eat for both. And it's only like an extra $10 to add shabu shabu to your thing. Or you can get an extra $10 to add sushi to your Korean barbecue. And it's all you can eat. It's so cool. It's such an overindulgent American way of looking at food. It's like the epitome of American overindulgence. It really is. And don't get me wrong, it's great. It's a great kind of thing for a birthday. It's not something you're gonna go to all the time, but it's definitely overindulgence. Okay, so what are these osmium for? So let's get a couple osmium in our inventory, right? The osmium is for this, which is, where is it? This, an ore extractor. So what this is a drill, and it'll, depending on where you place it, it's either gonna bring up random stuff, or it might bring up a specific ore. And there's a tier 2 one that brings up more of that specific ore, but we're gonna build one right near us. So we need an iridium rod, which we don't have. I wanted to build one. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna build vegetubes then. Get the water. Vegetubes, silicone, magnesium, aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Silicone, magnesium, aluminum. So just like we did our last base, we're going to cover the front of this thing and these. This is what brings up the oxygen, or it's one of the things. And these, you put these flowers into. And you want to use the 300% flowers as much as possible. So we'll use those first. 300. It's all the pink ones. And then this one is 250. That's the next one to use. So, well, I'm like, oh. Boop. And so these are what like you use for like creating more oxygen in your atmosphere. So let's build more of those. What's the recipe? Silicone, 2 silicone, magnesium, and aluminum. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Magnesium, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need water. Let's get water from here. Thank you. And water from here. Thank you. And there are other ways to bring this stuff up, but this is the one way we have access to right now. Okay. Do we have enough to build one more? Oh, yeah, we do. Let's build one more. Now I fully realize we didn't finish the exploring the dome, but I'm in like a mode right now. Okay, so that's that. We got a bunch of stuff planted. We also have access to this. Where is it? This, the biodome. And the biodome is the perfect place to grow plants and generate O2. So we can build a biodome. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a biodome that I've built before, a very special biodome. And you'll see, it's actually it's a cool way of building a biodome. Okay, so we need iron, titanium, 3 titanium. Okay, so let's do this. Bunch of iron. Don't need magnesium. And we don't need the food right now. Don't need these. Don't need that. We do need that. Aluminum. We're almost out of aluminum. This stinks. Cobalt. Cobalt, aluminum, super alloy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're almost out of super ally too. All right. We're going to build that habitat dome right over here, just for the sake of getting it out of the way. I think we're going to do it in this direction. I'll show you why I'm doing it this way. So we're going to build this here. Like that. That's not how I wanted to build it. Forgot to rotate it. There. I want it in that direction. I'm going to do this. And then we'll build another one off this side. And then we need a door. So let's build a door. Door. And this thing generates stuff. And it also gives us access to this whole menu here, which brings up biomass in our biomass detectors and all that kind of stuff. These are some of the things that you're going to need for terraforming. We're already getting some of this terraforming stuff. This is the normal terraforming things. But the biomass one is like really the next step. Doesn't this place look cool? I think this place looks awesome. And then we build another one off this side. Like this. We need 2 more titanium. I used to build these attached to the base, but they work much better on their own. All right. And the key here is we want the consoles facing each other, and it's actually really hard to do. Oh, we need another llama seed. Which was here, I think. I know I brought llama seeds from the other base. Where did I put them? Here, there we go. I knew I had it. And I'll build the support structure so that it actually looks legit, but this is like the next phase of computer on that side. There. Sweet. And then do I have enough iron? I might. Nope, silicone. Make sure I don't die, because I've been out here a while. Door. Stairs. Boop, like that. And then we have 2 things facing each other. Right? Which is super cool. And then not only that, what I always do is around the inside track here, right up against the windows, I put the interior, these things, the T2 vegetubes with as much ice as I can find. And we put vegetation all inside, fill this place up, because it's a great place to build inside of because it's so huge. And we'll fill it up with all of the non 300% plants because we have lots of the plants. So we might as well use them all. Which means we're going to need a lot of ice. We're going to have to go harvest some ice, which we're going to have to go to the other base for. But that should give us some quality for terraformation and for that. So let's go look at our numbers. Boop. Where's our... Actually, do I have charts here? I do. Terraformation. See, pressure is going up like crazy now, which is great. Oxygen should be going up. It should be getting better. Purification's at 3.06. That's doing okay. So we're doing good. We're doing okay so far. We're getting there. The T2 nuclear reactor is going to be worthwhile because it generates a lot of heat. And then the T2 biodome is the one I'm working for. So the reason I built it the way I built it is specifically to put the T2 biodome together with it also, which looks really cool when you have them all together. But yeah, what else did I want to build? I wanted to build something else. I don't remember what it was. Oh, grass. We need this. Place on a water surface. We need to make this, but we don't have the bioplastic nuggets yet. But I want to make this. So aluminum, magnesium, lermaseed. We're out of aluminum. We don't have any more aluminum. And aluminum is not something we can just go find. Aluminum requires work. Okay, so we can't do the grass seeds yet. We will do that. We need more aluminum. But not ready yet. So we have 3 lerma seeds, so we can actually start spreading grass, which is really fun. Grass looks cool. All right. We are doing amazing, actually. We have more water than we know what to do with. We're going to have to put a water chest out here. Here. Right here. Because we're going to run out of space to store all this water that we're generating from the environment. Okay, now we're going to go back to... Now we're finally going to go back to... the thing. Oh, and let's bring the vehicle. Might as well. Alright, now we're going to go back to where we were exploring. And we're going to take the rover. And the rover is totally janky. It's not even like that cool. It's totally janky and like... slow. I mean, look at it. Super slow. Sounds like crap. Yeah. Oh, Kegarino. Oh my goodness. So I saw the trailer. Wait, no, did I see the trailer first? No. I don't remember whether I saw the trailer or not. I think I did before I actually read the book. So I'm a reader and I love books. So I read the book. I love that author too. The author who wrote Project Hail Mary is one of my favorite authors. How do I get out? Exit. He's one of my favorite authors. He's the guy, Andy Weir. He's the one who wrote the Martian, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. And all of his stuff has been, all of his books are so good. They're just, it's his work is amazing. And I really enjoy everything he's written. Just, yeah, he's a really great author. But anyways, I'm actually looking forward to the movie. I thought the book was amazing. Now, of course, I don't actually physically read. I don't have the ability to do that anymore. My eyesight is kind of messed up, so I can't actually read printed books. Okay, I'll build up. Okay, what am I doing here? I need iron. Why don't I have any iron? I can't read printed material because my eyesight gets messed up. And I have a form of dyslexia that causes me to have a hard time reading. But anyways, I listened to the audiobook, which was really good. It was also read by one of my favorite audiobook people. And what's going on here? I am very, very much looking forward to that movie. The audiobook was amazing. It's an amazing story. It's sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Whoa, I totally just did some skydiving there. Yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to that movie. I think Ryan Gosling's a perfect, knowing the story, I think he's going to be pretty dang good for that role. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun. And I'm also like I'm a sci-fi nerd too. I love sci-fi like all over the place, like regardless of where it comes from. Like sci-fi is my favorite, probably my favorite genre. Love all kinds of sci-fi. I feel like I'm going to have to jump off this thing and figure out where the rest of the goo is, because there's a whole bunch of goo that's still here. I haven't done the outside of, what I haven't done is the outside of the dome. Let's clean up the scrap until we're out of space. Out of space. Let's clean up the outside edge of the dome. Like, go around the outside edge of the dome, and we'll clean that up next. And my storage is going to get all kinds of better as soon as I can rebuild the, as soon as I can build the goo storage thing, which I'm doing right now. Yeah, and the audiobook was really good. So if you haven't read the audiobook, I always prefer, and this is just my preference, but I always prefer reading an audiobook for a movie before I watch the movie, because 99% of the time the audiobook is better. That's just the way the world works. The audiobook is almost always better. See, look at all that goo storage that I can come in here and do like this. And I can do this. And I can do that. And I can do this. Nope. The one piece of a thing that they haven't added to this game that I really wish they'd add is a ramp. Like a ramp piece, not stairs, but a ramp. I prefer ramps. See? That makes goo storage so much easier. All right, let's drink some water, eat some food, and let's go try to, let's go around the edge, see if we can find the rest of the goo. Because this area still has another 20 plus pieces of goo, and we have to go find the rest of it. Okay. Let's drive around the outside, see if we see anything. Look at this. Look at that field of stuff right there. I imagine that would be a pretty good place to build a base. Right there. It's nice and flat. I'm wondering if these buildings here are just decorative, or there's something to do. It looks like they're just decorative. It's also not showing the goo in this area. So this is outside of the goo zone. I wonder if it'll... Oh, here's... Whoa. This is a whole... Maybe is this a whole other zone, or is this the same zone? Oh, this is an entirely new zone. Entirely new zone. I guess I'll start cleaning it up. Yeah, I do all my audiobooks through Audible. I probably go through 2, maybe 3 dozen books a year. Lately, I've been listening to audiobooks while walking the dog. We have a very energetic puppy who requires lots of walking. Hey, you know what? I don't think I'm actually... Oh, crap. I'm not actually getting oxygen inside the rover. I'm not going to make that. I'm not actually getting oxygen inside the rover yet. That's a bummer. How is that possible? Stinks. See, there's still somewhere here. You have to create a ship for it? That's what I don't remember. I mean, it's been a while since I built the rover. So this is another tram, which looks like a complete tram to another area. Multiple areas. That's not where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to finish the dome. I'm trying to finish all the goo in the dome, and I can't see it. I can't see where the extra goo is. Right? There's still a whole area. Alright. Well, let's go... Oh, I just made that. Let's go back to our death crate. First. Get our rover. Get some stuff to build things. Oh, with zeolite. See, I can't find I haven't found zeolite yet. I'm hoping it's going to be here soon, somewhere here, but I haven't found it yet. Let's take that. Okay. All right. Let's get back to figuring out where we're supposed to go. And since I don't have oxygen inside my rover yet, we have to still use our little bases. To recharge our oxygen. And we can take the goo here, I guess. Put it in the rover. Bring it back to storage so it's all in one place. Okay. So this is obviously a place that we have to come back and clean up. Can't do it yet. We will. See what I mean about this thing being painfully slow? Hold on, let me unmute. Go ahead, come here.
Happy birthday!
Thanks, honey. That's my wife coming to say happy birthday. So I'm trying to figure out where the rest of the goo for this zone is. It's got to be down at the bottom, honestly. That's where it's got to be. I can't think of anywhere else that it'll be. All right, let's get out of here. Let's take the goo upstairs. Store it in the goo storage we have here. We'll eventually process all this goo into stuff back at the quote-unquote base. It's got to be down. I'm like a little afraid of jumping off, but I guess we'll figure it out. What do you guys think? Should I jump or should I just try to find a way down? Because I will jump off the side. I'm not afraid of that. I just jump from right here. Like, see, there's goo down there. There's a. I'm jumping. That's it. I jumped. I did it. I jumped. Oh no! Oh no! I should have gotten oxygen before I jumped. That wasn't smart. Do I have any supplies? No. Great. Is there anything to deconstruct? Look for deconstruction stuff. Look for deconstruction stuff. Oh, there's an elevator. I see. Please tell me there's deconstruction stuff. I need iron. Oh, look at that. Yes! I made it. Love seeing the rain. It's like it's one like measurement of true progress in this game is seeing the rain. Ooh, more of that. More energy. $66 out of 74. Yeah, this is going to be the last zone we do for this. $69, 71, and Yahtzee. Inventory full at this moment? Seriously? Yay, we made it. We did it. Now, no, 2 questions. How do I get back up top? Open a fusion reactor. What? I need that. What is that thing? Since this planet has no natural water cycle, we shouldn't have any problems with infiltration, as so often happens. To be on the safe side, we have nevertheless installed a filtration system. All we need to do is place a few purification fuses to drain the crevice and its cavities if there ever is a problem. So purification fuse, which I'm assuming is something we'll be able to build at some point. We can't build it yet, but tons of mushrooms down here. Is this the elevator? Nope. This is not the elevator. I'm underwater now. Okay. But there's more stuff to explore. So we can actually drain this area and explore that underwater area. That's kind of cool. All right. Is this the elevator? How do I get out of here? Oh, here's the elevator. We figured it out finally. I did have to like parachute off the side though to get here. We're almost out of oxygen, so I don't know if I'm gonna bring it back to my base in time. As is like the way things go. Okay, where's this elevator? Am I on the bottom level? I'm on the bottom level. I'm screwed. Not gonna make it. Just make it as close as I can. You know what I mean? Oh, so I did keep... Where am I? I'm down here. That's weird. Let's go ahead and... I don't have the stuff that I need here. I didn't build the thing I always build. Weird. Okay. I was all the way down here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's gonna take a while. Alright, might as well collect the stuff while I'm here. Don't really need it yet, but we're gonna need it eventually. And I have a relatively empty inventory, so I might as well collect what I can. Be an effective transporter of goods. All right. So much faster to fly than walking. I do wish in this game, though, more stuff was, like, salvageable. I've been playing so many games lately where, like, everything you see is salvageable. And in this game, it's not everything, it's just most things. There's my death crate, which I'll have to come back and get. So I'm kind of... that's the one thing I wish about this game, is it did have a way of doing that. This. Let's put all of it in there, and then take the stuff we need, which is that, and that. And that. Take all the stuff that I dropped in my death crate. We're gonna go loot everything in the bottom area. There's still a bunch of like mushrooms and stuff to pick up, which we're gonna go do now. I love the new goo storage. So good. Da, 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 da. Yes. I feel like I use my jetpack very effectively. Getting to parts of the base and like avoiding walking at all costs. Goose storage for down here, because we're gonna have to clear this area. Oh wait, let's get oxygen while we're here. Then we'll head down to the bottom and clear out that bottom area, and then maybe go to a new area. Actually, we'll probably call it. I've been going for a while now. Over 2 hours. I only usually do 2 hours, so I'm getting a little tired. And a little hangry. But I'm trying to hold back on eating a lot because we are going to that cool place later. So I don't want to like... I don't want to be full. Where's the elevator? I don't actually know where the elevator is. Ooh, space food. Space food. These are deconstructible later. We don't have the tier 2 deconstruct yet. Here's the elevator. Yeah, exactly. You got to leave room for... I mean, it's all you can eat. You might as well make the most out of it. It's like $50 a person. It's expensive. It's not like you're going to go there for like a weekend dinner. It's like a special occasion thing for sure. So we know we need these to build the toxic atmosphere things. We're definitely going to need lots of those for the toxic atmosphere thing. Let's see what's in this chest. Purification multiplier fuse. Oh, hell yes. That's exactly what we needed. More osmium. Hell yes. We don't need that. We can take that and that. That's more important. Because the purification multiplier fuse was needed for this. Boop. Boop. And now it's going to drain underneath us. So cool. Why are we not hearing anything? Like the sound's still working, but there's just no sound effect for that area. All right. Anyways, we don't have any space left, so let's clear out. And then we'll come back down here and do that area. Just gonna fly around until I find the stupid elevator. Here it is. Nope, wrong one. No, I don't want to go down. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die again. I want the elevator going up. Where's that? Do you have a silicone for me? Hold on. That. Build. Filled. I was like, can I get out of here without dying? Seriously, what the heck? Alright. Where's the dang elevator? Going up. The one next to this thing is going down. Where's the one going up? This place, I'm so lost in this because it's round, I think. Here it is. It's right here. Let's drink some water in the meantime. Yoink. This way. And I want to clear out that bottom zone too, because there was some toxic goo down there too. So we're gonna go clear that out, and then we're gonna call it. And it'll also give me some space to like play this game a little bit more offline. I almost don't have enough storage here. I need water. Thank you. Okay. We have our supplies. We can actually just jump from here, save ourselves the trip down all those elevators. That's totally a shortcut. This area has 35 goo. And lots of aluminum, which is good because I need aluminum. If you haven't played the rest of this game, like the other versions of this game or the other maps, one of the cool mechanics that they... Oh, look, you need two things to do the next level. It's kind of cool. Is this game has a really fun way of doing interesting mechanics over time, right? Environmental mechanics kind of thing, right? And one of the things that this game has done a couple times here is... on the earlier planets, there was like an ice age kind of mechanic, where when you first landed on the planet, it wasn't nice weather. It was cold, and there was a lot of underground areas and caves and stuff like that are like encased in ice. And I need to get out of here. Where's the elevator? They're encased in ice, and oh, it already reset. Nice. You have to wait. You have to generate enough heat in the atmosphere to, over time, lower the amount of ice. And once you lower the amount of ice over time, then you can explore those caves. And so a couple of the really cool areas of the game are in these like underground caves. Inventory full. They're only accessible after you wait for the ice to melt. And that was one of the mechanics on the first and second maps. It was a super cool mechanic, honestly, because it meant your progress was blocked, but it was by something you could affect, instead of just being blocked arbitrarily. And like they've done that here as well with the plants. right? With the goo and stuff like that. Your progress to get to areas is blocked by the goo. And so you have to actively work at clearing the goo and clearing the mess and yada, yada, yada. Which I think is different and interesting in a lot of different ways. The one of the ways I think it's interesting, because my brain is always working like this, is how that same kind of level of gated progression could be used on farm sim. And in all honesty, I want to make a map that has some kind of gated progression, that whether it's artificial or man-made or whatever, I want to have gated progression. And I think because Kigarino's here, I want to mention it while he's here. Is like there was this idea of like a in the previous version of, okay, I don't have what I need. There's a previous version of the game where there's like island maps where you start off on an island, and you have to do something that you have enough resources on that island to get off the island. Like I almost want us to have one where you start off on an island and with like a mill and a wood mill and a what's it called, gravel, and you have to create concrete and create wood beams to be able to build a bridge to get to the next area, right? And you have the equipment you need to do that, but you kind of have to progress. You have to use that area, and you have to play in that area for a little while before you can even get to where the store is. And yes, you can tab to the store and you can tab to the vehicles or whatever. That's fine. People will still be able to go to the rest of the map if they want. But to start off in this like kind of, progression playstyle, can you make it to the main town without teleporting? Or even recommend that a no teleport mod is part of this thing, part of that, using that map, right? I think that would be super cool. I personally like that idea because I like storylines, I like progression, I like all of those kind of things. And I think that's one thing that's missing from Farm Sim. As we jump off the top again. Oh, wait. Hold on. No. Did I make it? Come on. I wanted to get over here. I saw something shining. It's just freaking reflections. That shininess, that kind of white shininess, is what the zeolite looks like. And I was thinking that this area might have zeolite, which would have been awesome, because I need the zeolite now. Okay, I've cleared this area. And now I bet it's going to do the same thing where you need... As soon as you look at a chest, what's in the chest is fixed permanently. So sometimes if you don't look at chests, it's actually a good idea. But this thing needs 2 of those things, and I'm assuming there's going to be 2 of these things in these chests here somewhere. Nope. That we uncovered while we were clearing the... What's it say? Come on, you lazy bones. It's time to get moving. The resources plan aren't going to extract themselves. Not my fault you're here. You only have yourselves to blame. Don't expect any pity from me. Get a move on if you want to eat tonight. The messages are funny. There's a couple more here. Nope. Good stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's good stuff in all of these chests, but not what I'm looking for. So I would bet, I think I've gone all the way around. Yeah, I've gone all the way around. I would bet that the next 2 toxic fuses, you're going to have to make yourself. So to do this, you're going to have to, you're going to have to actually craft those toxic fuses, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But, you know, hey, there's lots of stuff to collect here. There's lots of stuff to deconstruct. I'll come back and deconstruct and collect all these things. We could go down here, but this is pretty toxic, so... yeah. Anyways, I need the elevator up. Come on. This and that I needed. Because I'm full, pretty much. I'll get a couple more. To get to the next level here and finish it up. So, we'll get there eventually. These are all not great. So I'm not going to bother taking them. Yeah. Well, either crop or like forestry or, you know, and it could be crop. It could be, you know, you could have a storyline about it. You could have an NPC standing next to the bridge being like, be an old crankety farmer who wants you to do some work. Like you can't get to the flour mill because the flour mill is on an island and there's some farmer that's blocking access to the barge that goes over to the island where the thing is, right, or whatever, and he expects you to deliver, you know, 10,000 liters of 3 different crops and use that construction, quote unquote, construction mechanic in very simple ways that maybe instead of just constructing something, it's unlocking access to. And I think that would be a super cool way of like gating progression, but also it being kind of fun, right? I think those kind of things could be kind of fun. Look at all this goo I have all this goo I have to transport. All of this stuff I have to transport. And all of that, I only got 3 aluminum. I need a lot of aluminum. What else is in here? Sort. Those are all important. I have a lot of oxygen. That's good. All right. There. Yeah, my only thought is if I'm going to build a map, I don't want to say waste my time. That's kind of being rude. But I don't want to waste my time building the same map everyone else is building. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's boring. Like, if I'm going to take time to build a map, I want to build something unique, something interesting, something different, something that other people are not doing. Mainly because that's how we help the community, right? That's how we do that. In other fun news, I did submit 2 mods to ModHub last night. So we submitted more mods to ModHub. We have 2 that were submitted last night. I've got another 2, maybe 3 that should be ready this weekend to submit to ModHub. the hard part with Mod Hub is it takes like an hour or more to take screenshots and then edit the screenshots and then write the descriptions and then talk to friends of the community to help me do translations. I am looking for a French translator, so if anyone here knows French and is willing to be like an on-call, hey, I can just text you with a strings that I need translated, please let me know. I'm assuming someone who's French Canadian who speaks French doesn't matter whether it's true France, French or otherwise. But if you speak French, please let me know. I'm looking for a translator. And then create all the mod desks and all that kind of stuff. That just takes time. It's just frustrating. It takes a frustrating amount of time, but it's all worth it in the end. So there. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That goes there. Uranium goes here. Iridium goes here. There was something I needed the iridium rod for, I think, if I remember correctly. I'll build that later. Look at all of this stuff. This goes here. Oh, you know what we should do? Do we have enough iron? We should start moving. But yeah, so if you know someone who can translate, please let me know. I'm looking for a translator. We can start moving storage right here and putting like all of the seeds and yada 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 storage here. Not what I meant to do. Like all of these plants can be all moved here. Storage in this area. Because yeah, that's what this whole area is for. So I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. I'm gonna have to create some more power. I want to actually see what our power actually. These things fill up pretty quickly. I don't know why I built 2 of them. I don't actually need to, but whatever. Those fill up pretty quickly, and that creates a lot of visuals. But yeah, see, all of this stuff should all go over the greenhouse. And so we can put seeds in here. Aluminum, water and food, sulfur. That's where the tungsten goes. I knew there was a place for it. Put that there, that there, put that there. Can I get all my seeds at once? There, boop, boop, boop. Yay! Move all the seeds at once. Anyway, so much to do, lots of cleanup to do. I'm going to go ahead and mess around with this over the course of the weekend. And go enjoy the rest of my birthday. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope everyone really enjoys. I hope you've had fun this stream. We've gotten a super ton amount done. We've completely cleared that zone, except for the very, very bottom level, which we're going to have to do something about later. We opened up a new zone over there that's kind of poisonous. We haven't gone over in this area at all. So there's tons more to do with this game. We're still terraforming. We're still growing the planet. We haven't even sent a single rocket yet. Oh my goodness. So, and we haven't created our drills yet. I'm kind of waiting for the drill version 2. But we've gotten a lot done. It's been cool. It's been fun. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks for the birthday stream. If I end up having more time later tonight, maybe I'll do another one tonight. We'll see. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along and have a great day. Special thank you to all our AI members. You guys keep this channel alive. Thank you so much for all of your support. Most of these AI members are supporting through YouTube. You click the join button down below. It's only a couple bucks. It helps keep this channel alive and helps keep me moving forward and making more mods. I literally have a list of a dozen or more mods to go out for Farm Sim within the next 6 months. And your support helps give me the time to be able to make those mods and get them out to you. So thank you all for your support. If you want to reach out on Discord, feel free. That's the best place to get in touch with me. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.